When he was just 8 years old, young Francis got a case of polio. They said he might not walk then, but young Francis was quite determined. He stood on his 2 feet and walked to victory. After paying all his dues, he struck gold with The Godfather and a sequel. Between he made the conversation. All 3 of them won numerous Oscars. When your success is steep, you're bound to overreach. Francis Ford Coppola, what happened to you in the jungles of Vietnam? Was the suffering for your art not worth the personal cost? Is that why you retired to your vineyard? Drunk on all of his success, he planned an adaptation of Heart of Darkness. He called it Apocalypse Now. Little did he know it was an apt title. Disaster plagued the shoot, but he still followed through. Francis Ford Coppola, what happened to you in the jungles of Vietnam? What does suffering for your art not worth the personal cost? Is that why you retired to your vineyard? 3 years passed and 79. A work of progress print finally debuted at Cannes. It won the famed Palme d'Or. But after that, Francis was not quite the same. Nothing that he's done since has touched his past genius. Francis Ford Coppola, what happened to you in the jungles of Vietnam? Was the suffering for your art not worth the personal cost? Is that why you retired to your vineyard? Now you're making wine. 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 Happy birthday, Rob.